Welcome to the unit rate tutorial video. We've been talking about unit rate in class, and this is just a quick video of examples of how to solve for unit rate. So words to know from this video is the word rate, proportion, unit rate, and to scale down, which we have talked about throughout this unit. So unit rate is in the world around us. For example, in this price that you can find in a Walmart, you can see the retail price of an item, but also if you look closely, you can see the unit rate for that item as well. Maybe take a look and see if you see this when you go to the store. Take a picture and send it to me. Maybe we'll do a scavenger hunt for words to know in math. So, in case you're wondering, what is unit rate? We actually have to start by talking about what does the word rate mean. So a rate is a ratio comparing two quantities of different units. For example, 500 miles in 10 hours, that is a rate. We are comparing miles to hours. Okay, a unit rate though is a rate with a value of 1. And this value of 1 is normally seen in the denominator when we are solving for a unit rate. So for example, we had 500 miles equals 10 hours. So for this to be a unit rate, we would say that I have 50 miles in 1 hour. So notice that my denominator is of 1. So a unit rate, we are looking for 1 hour, 1 minute, for the value of 1. So that's what a unit rate means. We will be using proportions and scaling down to be able to find the unit rate. So let's do an example together of finding unit rate. And this is a real-world problem. I took it from an ad. So it says that I can buy Coca-Cola or 7-Up for $10. So the question is, what would be the unit rate for one of the 6-pack? So the first thing we have to do to find unit rate is actually write a rate. So in this problem, we are comparing $10 to 4. But we want to know how much one of these would cost. So we are going to have to scale down like we did at the beginning of this unit. So to get from 4 to 1, we would divide by 4, and we would do the same thing for $10. So we need to divide. 4 will go into 10 2 times, which would give me 8. I have 2 left over. Remember to add your decimal, bring it down. 8 will go into 20 5 times. So this would actually be $2.50 for each individual one. So once again, we are finding unit rate, which is over a value of 1. So for one 6-pack, I would pay $2.50. When you are given a question asking you which is the better buy, they are asking you to find the unit rate and find the one that's the cheapest. So I actually took these pictures this summer, and I actually posted them also on my classroom Instagram for my students to figure out which one should I buy or which one did I buy. So in this one, you have 2 different rates that you're going to find the unit rate for both. So in this first one, we notice that it says I get a count of 2 Elmer's glue sticks for 50 cents. So that would be one of my rates. I would say for 50 cents, so don't forget your decimal, I get 2. But we want to know how many would I get for 1. So if I divide by 2, so half of 50 cents is 25 cents. So for 1, it's 25 cents. But now we need to do this for the second problem as well. This one says it has a 4 count. That's what CT stands for, is a count. So I have $1.97 for 4. But I want to know how much it would cost for 1. So I would need to divide by 4. So I am actually going to give us some space. I'm going to move this up a little. So if we're going to divide this, we would put the $1.97 on the inside, the 4 on the out. 4 cannot go into 1, so put a 0 with your decimal. 4 goes into 19 4 times. Subtracts 3, 7. 4 goes into 37 9 times. 36. Have 1. Add a 0. Bring it down. 4 goes into 10 twice. So I'm going to run out of room. So I'm going to actually come over here and do 10 minus 8, which will give me 2. And then one more 0. That would be 20. It would go in there 5. But money only has 2 place values. So this 2 right here tells me to leave to rest. Remember, 4 or less, let it rest. So this would be 49 cents. So the better buy would be to buy this first pack because it's only 25 cents for one. So when you go to Walmart and you go shopping, think about which one is the better buy. Let's do a few practice problems. So in this first question it says, a skydiver falls 144 feet in 3 seconds. So that is a rate, 144 in 3 seconds. How far does the skydiver fall per second? So per second means for 1 second. Second, and I'm going to put my labels, feet. So 3 to 1 would be divide by 3. So then I would have to do 144 divided by 3. 3 goes into 14 4 times, gives me 12. Have 2 left over. 3 will go into 24 8 times exactly. So I have 144 feet in 3 seconds, so it's 28 feet in 1 second. Okay, let's look at question 2. A pump moves 42 gallons in 7 minutes, and we need to find the unit rate. So 42 gallons in 7 minutes. So they want us to find the unit rate, so we're going down to 1 minute. So I would be dividing by 7, divide by 7, and 42 divided by 7 would be 6. So 6 gallons in 1 minute would be your unit rate. You score 84 points in 6 games. How much do you score per game? So your rate would be 84 points, I'll put a P for points, in 6 games. They want to know what you score per game. So we need to go down to 1 game. So we divide by 6, divide by 6. So we may need to come over to the side and do some dividing. 6 goes into 8 1 time. You will have 2 left over. Bring your 4 down. 6 goes into 24, 14. So it'll go, you make 14 points per game. Okay, you've made it to the end. Remember, we practice to make this permanent and to get better. So here is a short quizzes, 10 questions for you to practice finding the unit rate of problems.